Ever drive off in a brand new car and feel that quiet moment of trust, like you already know this machine won't let you down? Some cars don't just transport you from point A to point B, they become part of your life story. They rack up miles, outlast the trends, and stick around longer than some friendships. In this countdown, we're diving into 9 legendary cars that earned their reputation for being virtually indestructible. These aren't exotic supercars that demand a gold-plated toolbox. They're the everyday heroes that proved you don't need flash to be unforgettable. Let's get into the 9 legends of longevity. Toyota Land Cruiser. Few vehicles carry a reputation as mighty as the Toyota Land Cruiser. Born as a rugged off-roader and refined into a global icon, it's the sort of vehicle you'd trust on a desert crossing or a mountain climb. Owners often describe it as the car that just doesn't quit, no matter how many decades pass. Its build is over-engineered to a fault. Solid axles, bulletproof engines, and a chassis so strong it almost feels unfair to compare it with anything else. Land Cruisers from the 1980s and 1990s are still roaming remote corners of the planet where reliability isn't optional, it's survival. It's not just a car, it's an insurance policy against the unexpected. When someone calls a vehicle indestructible, 9 times out of 10, they're talking about this legend. Honda Accord. The Honda Accord, especially the 1990s and early 2000s models, became the poster child for sensible reliability. It wasn't built to wow anyone with jaw-dropping looks or race car speed, but that was never the point. The Accord's magic was how it combined efficiency, practicality, and durability into one seamless package. Drivers routinely pushed them beyond 300,000 miles, with little more than oil changes and standard maintenance. Its engines were designed to last, transmissions held up better than most rivals, and repairs were usually affordable and straightforward. This was the car that became a fixture in American driveways and commuter parking lots, blending into the background but never letting its owners down. People joke about these Accords outlasting marriages and mortgages, and honestly, they might not be joking. It's the dependable companion you almost forget about until you realize it's been by your side for decades. Lexus LS400. When Lexus introduced the LS400 in the early 1990s, the automotive world didn't quite know what to expect. A luxury brand from Toyota? Could it really compete with Mercedes or BMW? The answer turned out to be a resounding yes, and in some ways, it surpassed them. The LS400 delivered silky smooth comfort, whisper-quiet rides, and top-notch build quality. But the real story was under the hood. Toyota engineering gave this luxury sedan a powertrain so robust it became legendary. Stories abound of LS400s racking up 500,000 miles with nothing more than diligent oil changes and basic care. What Lexus achieved was the perfect marriage of elegance and endurance. It wasn't just reliable, it redefined what luxury could mean, proving that a car could pamper you with comfort while quietly lasting longer than anything else in its class. For buyers who wanted a taste of refinement without the usual breakdown headaches of European rivals, the LS400 was a revelation. Toyota Corolla. And then we come to the Toyota Corolla, arguably the king of dependability in the compact car world. Since its introduction decades ago, the Corolla has been the go-to answer for anyone who simply wanted a car they could buy and forget about, except for the occasional gas stop. The early 2000s models in particular became the workhorses of countless households. Simple, affordable, and designed with laser focus on reliability, these cars were practically immune to failure. Millions of Corollas are still running today, a testament to just how well Toyota engineered them. They weren't flashy, they weren't powerful, but they were relentless. Mechanics often half-joke that they never see Corollas in the shop, unless it's for brakes, tires, or routine service. This car earned its place not by standing out, but by being the quiet, unshakable backbone of daily life for families, students, and first-time drivers all over the world. Toyota Camry. If the Corolla is the everyday commuter champion, then the Toyota Camry is its bigger, more grown-up sibling. For decades, the Camry has dominated reliability charts, delivering a blend of practicality, space, and bulletproof engineering. Particularly the late 1990s and early 2000s models became famous for their ability to soldier on past 300,000 miles with barely a hiccup. The Camry was never about making a statement on the road. Instead, it carved its reputation by never letting families down. Comfortable interiors, efficient engines, and low maintenance costs made it the dependable choice for households all over the world. While rivals came and went, reinventing themselves every few years, the Camry quietly stayed true to what worked: solid construction and predictable longevity. If there's a car that defines the phrase "set it and forget it," this is the one. Honda Civic. Compact, efficient, and ridiculously tough, the Honda Civic has been the trusted companion of students, first-time buyers, and daily commuters since the 1970s. But it was the Civics of the 1990s and early 2000s that really set the standard for modern reliability. Simple mechanics, durable engines, and a global supply of cheap parts made the Civic practically unkillable. Owners still brag about cars that keep running long after the odometer has circled past 250,000 miles. And with its popularity, every mechanic on the planet knows how to fix it, which makes repairs quick and painless. The Civic also had a fun side, with a lively driving feel that kept it from being just another appliance. That mix of enjoyment and endurance helped it earn its place as one of the most respected cars in automotive history. Subaru Outback. Heading into more adventurous territory, the Subaru Outback has long been the reliable companion of hikers, campers, and anyone who spends more time on dirt roads than highways. Built with all-wheel drive as standard and a reputation for handling rugged conditions, the Outback isn't just practical, it's trustworthy. Early 2000s models, in particular, became legends among outdoor enthusiasts who needed a car that wouldn't quit halfway up a mountain trail. What makes the Outback stand out is how it combines durability with versatility. It's part station wagon, part SUV, and all reliability. Even after 2 decades, many Outbacks are still faithfully hauling gear, climbing steep inclines and weathering snowstorms like it's nothing. For people who live life off the beaten path, the Outback has been the unsung hero of adventure. Mazda MX-5 Miata. Reliability isn't only for family sedans and workhorses. Enter the Mazda MX-5 Miata, a sports car with a reputation not for breakdowns, but for being one of the most dependable fun machines ever built. Since its launch in 1989, the Miata has proven that a lightweight, affordable roadster could be both exhilarating and reliable. Its 4-cylinder engines were designed for simplicity and longevity, and the car's overall engineering leaned toward durability rather than overcomplication. Enthusiasts adore it not just for its go-kart handling, but because it doesn't punish you with repair bills. While many sports cars demand constant attention and money to keep them alive, the Miata just asks for gas, oil, and open roads. It's living proof that driving joy doesn't have to come at the cost of reliability. Volvo 240. And finally, we arrive at a true cult classic, the Volvo 240. Produced from the mid-1970s into the early 1990s, this boxy Swedish sedan earned its stripes as one of the most indestructible vehicles ever made. Its design was simple, almost stubbornly so, but beneath the squared-off body panels was a car that could endure decades of abuse. Stories of 240 crossings 500,000 miles aren't rare. They're practically expected. The engines were slow but sturdy, and the car's overbuilt safety features added to its reputation as a tank on wheels. The Volvo 240 wasn't glamorous, but that was its charm. It became a generational hand-me-down, a car parents passed to their kids and sometimes even their grandkids. It may not have looked exciting, but in the long run, the 240's endurance spoke louder than any flashy design ever could. And there you have it. 9 vehicles that built their names on legendary longevity. These are the cars that just keep going, year after year, mile after mile, proving that reliability is as valuable as horsepower or style. If you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more deep dives into the world of cars, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Which one of these legends would you trust with your next road trip? Drop your pick in the comments. I'd love to hear it.